Hello everyone, so last video I said, spoiler alert, I'll be back making a big burly man doll and that's gonna take a while to finish. That big burly man doll is me. Just kidding. It's my birthday, well at least I published this video on my birthday at the exact same time I was born. I turned 27 this year, my god. Will I hit 30 or will I hit the urn? Only time will tell. You can wish me happy birthday, that would be nice, cause most of the time I only get that from like 4 people. You can wish me wealth, you can wish me health, but do not wish me a long life, because I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So anyway, this year I thought I'd give myself a birthday present, a mini-me doll. If you've been my viewer for a while, you know I've made a handful of mini-me dolls. Why do I keep making them? I'll explain that in this video. Without further ado, let's begin the process. This is the latest Mini Akin. Hi everyone, welcome to the 12th episode of Painkiller with me, the newest Mini Akin. I swear I better last. He, in fact, did not last. Nothing's really wrong with him, it's just that the eyes are a little wall-eyed and they have no depth whatsoever. I just don't like him enough to keep him around, I think I can do better. I'll be reusing the body. I'm a relatively skinny guy, so G1 Monster High Boy doll body is an okay choice for my mini-me. I'm Southeast Asian, so my skin has a very heavy yellow undertone, and this Deuce Gorgon body seems to be the best choice even though it's not 100% accurate. But I got another Deuce here, and his skin tone is more pinkish. Even the camera picks that up. The one I'll be using is from the Scariest line, and the other one is from the 2-pack with Gil Weber. As for the head, I'll be using Portergeist, which was very kindly gifted to me by Dika_TN on Instagram. Thank you so much, Dika. I used Invisibilis head for the old mini-me, and I think it's a little too chiseled and my forehead isn't that big. I know Deuce is a good base for an Asian guy, but his face shape is just completely different than mine. I've shown my face several times on this channel if you want to compare. That's why I picked Portergeist, because the jawline is softer and he doesn't seem to be smiling, which tracks. I don't smile a lot because there's nothing to smile about. Anyway, I start by cutting the hair as close to the scalp as possible. Then I remove both of the heads. Scrape the remaining stubble with a flat metal tool and pull the excess hair through the neck hole with tweezers. Get rid of the excess hair. Erase the factory paint with pure acetone and some cotton pads. Then clean the excess acetone with wet wipes. This head is pretty dirty, so I give it a good scrub. I have my left nostril pierced, so here I'm sticking 2 pins, one in the nostril and one in the side. I leave the pins stuck there for like 2 days because I need the holes to be permanently expanded. If I stick the pins and pull them right away, the holes in the final will shrink. And seeing I'm gonna have to pin the head later on, I need the holes to be permanently visible. After 2 days, I remove the pins and give the head another wipe. Let's put the head back to the body now to prevent the face-up from cracking if we work on the head separately. The previous mini-me was actually what traumatized me. Ever since then, if the head isn't easy to be removed, I do the face-up with the head already attached to the body. Then I wrap the body with some cling wrap and masking tape around the neck. I'm not gonna do anything to the body like at all. Well, unless having the tattoo removed by sanding it with soft sanding sponge, but that's already done. Thank God I don't have any tattoos. It's for sustainability and longevity because I'll most likely play around with this doll a lot, so I need it to be as durable as possible. Though if I could do something about it, I'd like to make the body shorter because I'm not tall. But now let's keep the body as is. Now we can color match the head. I already mixed the paint and start applying it with a brush. I don't know when I will use my airbrush again, I'm too lazy to do that. The first layer of paint takes about 15 minutes to dry, but the second, the third, and so on only takes about 5 minutes. It doesn't really take long. 4 layers of paint are usually enough, but because Porter's head is semi-translucent, it needs more to become opaque. Similar to Ari Huntington's head that I used for Princess Peach. My god, that project pissed me off. Six layers of paint did the job. I actually like the brush strokes and the paint bumps because my skin isn't smooth. Anyway, now we can seal the face with Mr. Super Clear UV Cut Flat. A big speck of dust got stuck on the face, and when I tried to clean it, I rubbed off the paint. God damn it! Is this Princess Peach all over again? I swear, things never go smoothly when I make a mini-me. So let's melt through the paint and redo the color matching all over again. Fuck. Things are looking up after the third attempt, so not as bad as Princess Peach, thank god. Let's start the MSC layer count, shall we? The recommended wait time for MSC is 30 minutes, but with this one I only waited 15 minutes in between layers, and honestly things went fine. A trick that also helped me is to wet the ground where you spray your doll to minimize the dust that's flying around. Anyway, here I'm using the usual initial blushing with soft pastel. I have dark circles around my eyes, so I try to be more intense on that area. I spray another layer of MSC and start giving the lips some color, still using soft pastel. Then I map the eyebrows. I think my eyebrows are my most prominent features. They're usually the first thing people notice about me. Another layer of MSC, and I sketch the eyes with a light brown watercolor pencil, making sure it's not wall-eyed this time around. Still on the same layer, I lay in some colors. The sealant seems to be working exceptionally well. The watercolor pencils feel very pigmented, especially the white. From here on out, you know how it goes, so I'm gonna talk about something else. So why do I keep making mini-me dolls? Because I'm obsessed with myself and I think I'm the best person to ever exist, so I have to make like 25 mini-me dolls to be satisfied. I'm joking. It's because I hate doing self-portraits. Even when I was still drawing, I hated drawing myself, so I guess it's no different with making a mini-me doll. In order to make a self-portrait, you have to pay attention to the way you look, right? And that is something I don't do a lot. Do I hate the way I look? I don't think so. Do I feel insecure about the way I look? Probably, in a way. Because when I look at myself in the mirror, it's like, okay, whatever. I never really perceive the way I look, if that makes sense. So when I have to do that, I don't know where to start and I become critical about how my self-portrait is supposed to look like. And I end up not satisfied with the result. That's how I feel about my previous mini-me dolls. I never really liked them, which is funny because I actually like 90% of my creations. But the thing is, I actually want a mini-me doll that I actually like. That's why I keep trying to make one, and I hope this one is it. I want to have my mini-me presenting my future projects. I want to make more outfits for it. I want to take pictures of it when I go traveling. I think having a mini-me as a doll artist is pretty much essential because having a presence of yourself through your work is a great thing. That's why I need to have one that actually sticks. The most scale-appropriate piercing for dolls I can think of is a guitar string. I have a hoop, so I bend and cut the guitar string into a U shape like this. And insert the ends into the holes we made at the very beginning. If you have studs, you can use flat back pins or glue on nail art decoration instead. The face up is done. What do you think? Is the new one an improvement? I think it is, a huge one if I say so myself. Choosing Porter's head as the base was a right decision. His eye shapes are pretty much spot on. The inner corners of my eyes are sharp. I know my eyes aren't that brown, not unless you hold a flashlight right in front of my eyes, but for 3D's reason, depth, dimensions, and details, I made them like that. The nose is about 70% accurate. It's similar enough. The lips are different than mine, but that's okay, and the mold is actually smiling. I guess there are things to smile about. Overall, I'm happy with the face up. Moving on to the hair, here I'm marking a line that separates the lower part and the upper part. The lower half of my hair is shaved, so here I'm flocking the part. The flocking is just black acrylic yarn that I cut into tiny fine bits, and I do it per section. Let it dry for about 3 to 4 hours and brush off the excess flocking with a dry toothbrush. Lay a big piece of paper on the surface to catch the residue. One layer of flocking usually isn't enough, it still has bald spots, so I apply another layer. Two layers of flocking should be just right, you don't want it to be too thick either. I continue by snipping around to make the hairline crisp. This would be me in my 60s, except I will not reach that age and I'll make sure of that. Anyway, I'm gonna start gluing the wefts one row at a time. When I'm doing a short hairstyle, I always trim the hair as I go instead of covering the whole scalp with hair first. It makes things more manageable. Then I glue a thick weft in the front like this, it'll get flipped up. Then I glue the weft for the short side of my side part. My barber hates this part of my hair. Every time I get a haircut he goes, "I think you look better if you get this part shaved off." And look like a Nazi youth? No thank you. Then I do the longer side of my side part. My hair is really thick and not in a good way. It's coarse and hard to style, that's why I've had this hairstyle for as long as I can remember. With a wet toothbrush, I style the hair and wait for it to dry overnight. The hair is in the right shape, but I press it further with a heated metal tool to make it lay nicer. To keep the hairstyle in check, I apply watered down glue to the ends of the hair. After the glue dried, the hair is done. Good thing the glue didn't discolor the hair that much. Anyway, let's remove the cling wrap and see how well I did with the color matching. The head is more yellow than the body, but it's okay. Time to make the outfit. When it comes to fashion, I'm a pretty conventional guy. I don't really wear anything out of the ordinary. I love short shorts though. Anyway, for the shirt, I love mustard colored shirts. I just think that color complements my skin tone. And I'm gonna make a t-shirt for my mini-me. I think this human-sized t-shirt sleeve should be enough material. I redid the hem because the original was too wide and I cut out the patterns this way, so all the hems are already done. Here's the pattern pieces. I start by sewing the shoulder seams together. Then I attach the sleeves, sew the neckband, finish the opening tabs, sew the side seams together and turn it right side out, and the t-shirt is done. For the pants, I'm making a pair of light blue jeans out of chambray fabric. If you're making jeans for dolls, I recommend you using chambray fabric because denim fabric is too thick and rigid to look nice on dolls, in my opinion. Anyway, here's the pattern pieces. I complete the front pieces by adding fake pockets details. Then I sew the front crotch together and add the fly detail. Sew the sides to join the back pieces. Hem the leg holes and sew the waistband. Sew the butt seams about halfway through and finish the opening tabs. Sew the inner legs together to finish the pants, turn them right side out, and now we can attach the snaps for closure. And the outfit is done. This is gonna be the default outfit of my mini-me. I can also use Porter's body as a mannequin from now on. The white sneakers were from a BTS doll, I wear something similar. This is completely random, but I remember someone asking if my fingers were double jointed. I think they are because I can do this. Anyway, we can showcase the finished doll now. I finished this doll really fast, only in a week. To be honest, I think he's a little too handsome to be me, but hey, most people want to be represented in an ideal way and I'm no exception. But with the eyebrows, nose piercing, and birthmarks, I think this doll can still be easily recognized as a mini-me. I can say that I actually like this doll, so you can expect to see more of him in the future. Let's hope he'll last. This is a picture of me with the doll. God, I hate taking pictures of myself. I never know how to pose, so I always look awkward in pictures. But it's pretty important for this project. What do you think? Do you see any similarities? Anyway, if you want to give me a birthday present, my coffee link is in the description below. Wink wink. With a new mini-me, of course this channel and my other social media accounts get a new icon. I like the new one a lot better than the old one. This is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to. You might be wondering, Akin, what about the Big Burly Man doll? The video for that is coming next weekend. Yes, y'all are getting a double feature from me this month. See you then. Bye.